Some guns just shouldn't exist, plain and simple. In this video, we're exploring the 5 worst firearms ever made, the ones that make you question the logic behind their design. These are guns that promise to deliver but fail miserably, whether it's due to dangerous flaws, horrendous reliability, or just plain terrible execution. If you're the type of person who values functionality, safety, and accuracy, these firearms will leave you shaking your head. From one-shot disasters to hand-cramping nightmares, we're exposing the worst of the worst. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just exploring the world of firearms, you'll quickly see why these are the guns no one in their right mind would want to own. So stick around as we break down each blunder in detail. You don't want to miss the full list. And while you're here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join Arms Mastery, where we keep you informed and entertained about everything firearms minus the bad decisions. Number 5. Standard Manufacturing S333. When I first laid my eyes on this revolver, I couldn't help but wonder who this was really made for. It's compact, weighing just 18 ounces, and measures only 5 inches in length and height, making it a seemingly easy-to-carry choice. But that's where the positives stop for me. This double-barrel design fires 2 rounds of .22 Magnum simultaneously with a single trigger pull. Sounds innovative, right? But it's far from practical. The heavy 2-finger trigger feels clunky, making it awkward for quick use under stress. Sure, it holds 8 rounds in its steel cylinder, but with a barrel length of just 1.25 inches, you can forget about precision beyond 5 yards. At the range, its accuracy left much to be desired. It's as if this revolver was designed more for shock value than functionality. The grip, which feels soft and rubber-like, doesn't inspire confidence, and the red 3-dot sight system feels more like a gimmick than a helpful feature. Add in the awkward safety mechanism that requires precise engagement, and you've got a recipe for frustration. This isn't the reliable, self-defense handgun you'd want to trust in a pinch. If you're thinking about investing in this firearm, I'd urge you to reconsider. It's not just impractical, it feels like a novelty piece designed to turn heads rather than protect lives. Number 4. Nambo Type 94. This firearm has earned its place in history, but not for the right reasons. Designed in 1934 as a compact sidearm for the Japanese military, it weighs just over 25 ounces and features a 4.7-inch overall length with a 3.8-inch barrel. Chambered in 8mm Nambo, it offers a pitiful 6-round magazine capacity. On paper, it seems functional, but in practice, it's a disaster. Let's start with the trigger, or should I say, the sear bar. The exposed design allows the gun to fire simply by applying pressure to the left side of the frame. Yes, you heard that right. This flaw made it infamously dangerous, capable of discharging unintentionally when being holstered or even placed on an uneven surface. The ergonomics are another story. The grip tapers awkwardly, making it feel like it's trying to escape your hand when fired. Combine that with sharp edges and nearly useless sights, and you've got a gun that's both uncomfortable and unreliable. Speaking of reliability, the ammunition was underpowered, making this sidearm almost laughable in combat situations. Reloading is no better. The magazine sticks so badly, you'll need significant effort and luck to remove it quickly. Add this to the fragile build quality, particularly in late war models with wooden grips and shoddy craftsmanship, and it becomes clear why this gun is often mocked as the worst combat handgun in military history. If you value safety, reliability, and performance, this firearm is a shining example of what to avoid. Number 3. Taurus Millennium Series. When I picked up this handgun, I had high hopes given its compact size and lightweight design. At just under 22 ounces and with an overall length of 6.2 inches, it's clearly marketed as a budget-friendly concealed carry option. Chambered in 9mm or 40 S&W with a barrel length of 3.2 inches and magazine capacities ranging from 10 to 12 rounds, depending on the model, it ticks some boxes on paper. But oh boy, the reality is a different story. This handgun's reputation suffers due to glaring quality control issues. I've encountered several units that were plagued by feeding problems, misfires, and even failure to eject properly. That's unacceptable in a self-defense firearm. The trigger, often described as gritty and overly heavy, adds to the frustration, making accurate follow-up shots a challenge. The build quality is another letdown. The polymer frame feels cheap and lacks the durability one would expect in a defensive weapon. Safety features, while present, are clunky and far from intuitive, which could cost precious seconds in a high-stress scenario. Even the slide operation feels inconsistent, requiring extra effort at all times. While the price tag may lure buyers in, this firearm's unreliable performance and poor craftsmanship make it a gamble. One that I wouldn't recommend. For a self-defense tool, you deserve better than crossing your fingers and hoping it works. Number 2. Remington R51 Gen 1. This firearm had everything going for it. On paper, a modern revival of a historic design, it promised to be a lightweight, sleek, and innovative concealed carry option. Weighing just 22 ounces and measuring 6.6 inches in length, it features an aluminum frame and chambered in 9mm with a 7+1 round capacity. It retained the hesitation locked action, a novel design allowing for a lighter slide and reduced recoil. Sounds great, right? Not so fast. The first generation release was a disaster. Reliability issues were rampant, with frequent failures to feed, fire, and eject. Worse yet, some early models had the terrifying tendency to fire out of battery, creating a serious safety hazard. If that's not enough, taking this handgun apart for a cleaning is an exercise in frustration, requiring patience and likely a manual. Even when it does fire, it's uncomfortable. The grip safety pinches your hand, and the slide bite makes shooting downright painful. Sure, it looks cool with its Art Deco design, and the low-bore axis does offer quick target reacquisition, but those small positives do not make up for a firearm that simply doesn't function reliably. While the second generation fixed some of the more dangerous flaws, it still failed to deliver the reliability needed for a self-defense weapon. This firearm is proof that good looks can't save a bad design. A gun that bites your hand and refuses to shoot when you need it? Count me out. Number 1. Alor Pistol 9mm. I've come across some odd firearms in my time, but this one might just take the crown. Imagine a single-shot pistol chambered in 9mm with a barrel length of just 3 inches. It weighs around 11 ounces, which sounds great for portability, until you realize how absurdly impractical it is for self-defense. Loading this gun is an ordeal in itself. You need to physically disassemble the barrel to insert a single round. Yes, one round. No magazine, no rapid reloads, just one painstakingly loaded shot. And if that wasn't enough, the trigger design is baffling. It operates more like a pinball machine than a firearm. You pull it all the way back, and it releases with a snap to fire. This makes the trigger awkward and unreliable under stress, which is the opposite of what you want in a defensive situation. Its safety mechanism adds another layer of complication. You have to turn the barrel into a specific position and fiddle with a tiny crossbolt safety. All the while, you're painfully aware that the firing pin is exposed during the loading process. One slip and this gun could discharge unexpectedly. Accuracy? Forget it. The short barrel and rudimentary sights make hitting a target beyond 10 yards more luck than skill. And let's not ignore how unpleasant it is to shoot. The recoil is harsh for such a small firearm, and there's no ergonomics to speak of. While it's priced around $100, you get what you pay for. A dangerous, impractical firearm that's more likely to frustrate than protect. Save your money and your sanity. This is one pistol that's better left untouched. And there you have it. 5 guns that you'd be better off leaving on the shelf. Whether it's bizarre designs, frustrating mechanics, or downright dangerous flaws, these firearms are proof that not every creation deserves a spot in your collection or your hands. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to avoid more bad decisions in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join Arms Mastery. We bring you the best, the worst, and everything in between, so you're always in the know. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.